Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Shannon and thanks so much for checking me out. So this is gonna be such a hard video to film, but I've just had this feeling that I need to film this from the beginning. I wish I would have started filming my weight loss journey back when I started losing weight, but now it's here. I'm gonna be showing clips and photos that no one has ever seen before. I really hope to help people by sharing my story. So at my very highest weight I reached was 180 pounds, and currently I'm around 135 pounds. I am 5'4" and I am 23 years old. So I think it would only make sense if I kind of give a background story of how I got to 180 and then give some tips. So growing up, I was a very active child. I've never had any bad issues with food. I was very skinny and fit, I would say, until around age 9. I know some people really hate seeing photos from junior high and high school. For me, it's 4th through 6th grade. So from 9 to 11, I look very chubby. My cheeks are just huge. I have what I call my inner tube. I gained weight on my love handles and my stomach. So it was oh, I have an inner tube around. Then when I got into junior high and high school, I was pretty okay with my body. I knew I was never one of the skinny girls, and I kind of had that mindset that I was just never going to be a skinny girl. I was very muscular. I cheered and I swam, and our cheerleading was intense. We went to tumbling, we conditioned, we threw people up in the air. My legs were rock solid. So, I still had a little bit of fat on my stomach. I've always had chubby cheeks. They're more down now, but I've always had my little chubby cheeks. And then, no doctors were ever concerned. Always thought I was really healthy. I ate whatever I wanted. I loved healthy foods, but I also loved really bad foods. Go out with my friends all the time, sleepovers, just, eat all the junk food and everything. I didn't care. I was young. I could do what I wanted. And then if anyone knew how my mom cooked, she loved to cook. I'm an only child, and she would make these giant portions, and they'd be leftovers last, so I just ate so much food. When I graduated high school, I was around 150 pounds. I know the BMI scales are kind of crap, and that is overweight for my height, but again, no one ever said I was unhealthy, and I was very muscular. I think it fit me fine. So I went off to college 2 hours away. I was living in a dorm. All you can eat buffet or in the dorms, and then on campus, it was still Papa John's, a chicken tender place, just really bad food. A Starbucks, oh my God, I got Starbucks every day before class. And it wasn't just oh, a coffee. I would get a white chocolate mocha, whipped cream on top. By spring semester of my freshman year, I weighed myself, and I did gain that freshman 15. So I was around 164. But I didn't really look any different. All my clothes still fit, so I kind of think I just lost my muscle since I wasn't, cheering or swimming constantly. So the muscle went away, probably gained a little fat, but it wasn't noticeable overall. I remember I was I'm getting this off. I'm not gonna be one of those people that gain weight in college. So I started going to the gym. By the end of my freshman year, I did lose 11 of those pounds, so almost back to my high school weight. I felt good. So I went back home for the summer, and I live kind of out in the country, so the closest gym was 30 minutes away. I wasn't gonna get a membership. Just kind of let myself go. And then all throughout sophomore and junior year, I just gained and gained and gained and gained and gained. Around March of my sophomore year of college, and my sorority had a little crush party. It was themed. It was beach yacht themed. And I put on my jean shorts that I just wore in September, from September to March, and they didn't button. And around my thighs, they were so tight. And it happened so slow, I just didn't notice I gained all this weight. Luckily my shirt was loose, and because I didn't have anything, I had that outfit planned, I was wearing that. so I just kind of rocked it, but yeah, they did not fit. So that's like the first sign. By the end of my junior year, I somehow got up to 180 pounds. I think I covered it pretty well. I wore a lot of leggings, so, you know, I didn't have to be height, and then I would wear like a big cardigan or something, so I could just like wear a cute shirt, but then I would hide it all. I got really into makeup then, which I still love makeup, but I think I got into that because that was something I could change, I could cover if I really contoured well, if I did a nice eyeliner, you know, you can look at my face and not like everything else. And I don't gain weight in the most attractive way either. I'm not blessed with gaining it in my butt and thighs, which is really in right now, and that's sexy. I gain it all in my stomach area, which I have a very short torso. Like I've always joked about my torso, it's like super short, so it just like makes it even bigger. And my cheeks again, I had like constant double chin, and then like all my arms, that's where I gained the weight. So on June 27th, 2016, that was the day I said, I'm done. I'm not gonna be big anymore. I'm gonna lose this weight. And I did lose some weight. So that was going into my senior year of college. By the end of my senior year, I was down to 165. So I did lose 15 pounds. Now, what I was doing, I was counting calories religiously and weighing my food, eating very bland meals, you know, like baked chicken with a half a cup of brown rice, and a really boring plain vegetable was like dinner every other night. And you know, that just gets so old and that's so bland. I was not happy doing that. And then on my cheat meals, you know, because it's like with diets, you get cheat meals. And I just went like crazy. I'd be like, oh, we're having pizza, so like let's order an extra large pizza and let's get a pop with it, and let's also get a dessert because it's my cheat meal. And I would just go crazy. So it really just like got me nowhere. And then working out, everywhere said, you know, high intensity interval training was like the way to go for fat loss. So I would do like HIIT on the treadmill, which I hate running. Nothing against running. If running is your thing, you keep doing that. I don't like running. So I was going to the gym with no purpose. I just wanted to lose weight. I had no goal. I had no plan. I was just running and I hated it. So yeah, and then with that going on, I would like lose some, gain some, lose some, gain some. So through that year, I lost even more than 15 pounds. I like way more. But where I kept gaining it back because it was not sustainable, it just didn't work. I graduated college in May 2017, and I just kind of fell off the wagon. Moved into a new apartment, didn't have a job lined up, so I was just like, screw it. Ate, however, wasn't working out. And then it was the end of July 2017, and I kept seeing these posts about the movie or documentary, What the Health, on Netflix. I watched it, and then I was really like, I'm done. And it wasn't about health really, it was more just like me. I was like, I'm not eating meat ever again. So I had a burger that night actually, but after that I have not had any meat. I wasn't an overnight vegan. I did have a little bit of dairy at first. I was like, okay, I'm gonna cook vegan, but when I'm out, I'll be vegetarian. And then it turned into vegetarian just like every now and then. That was like special occasions. And then there were times I just like totally slipped up. Over the holidays, I was like, I'm vegetarian, I don't care. My mom passed away in January. It was really bad then. I was eating, you know, tons of dairy. So I'm not the picture perfect, oh, I woke up and I was vegan one day. It might be hard for you, and that's okay. But from July to Thanksgiving, I went from 165 to around 138. So that's 27 pounds down in just a couple months. Like I really wasn't trying that hard. Like I said, since I was, you know, eating some dairy through those times during the holidays, I gained a little weight because holidays, and then I had the flu, and then my mom passed away, and that was just a really bad time. So, you know, from Thanksgiving, I had my lows to 138. I did kind of gain a little, but after that, I've lost it, got back to that 138, a few more pounds, and now I've just been maintaining. Plus, I am focusing more on like weights. So I don't know, I'm not like trying to lose weight right now. I still have a little bit of pudge on like my lower stomach since that was my problem area. But I'm just kind of happy with myself, and if it wants to come off, great. If not, then oh wow, I'm at a healthy weight and I feel good. So now, like, how did I lose it? Because, I don't know, saying go vegan doesn't just solve it all for people. So I'm just gonna give some really good weight fat loss tips that I think everyone should hear. So number one is you have to love yourself where you are. If you hate your weight or like how you look, then find something else. What can you do that's amazing? What do you love about your mind or your personality, or what you can do, or your hair or your makeup skills or your style, or maybe, I don't know, just like you have to love yourself where you are, or just that you are alive, and that just that you have the drive that you want to get better. You can't be in this, I was in this negative mindset when I was like doing the counting of calories. I just was like, oh, I hate myself like this. And then learning to love myself, it came off way faster because I just wasn't all that stress on me. And then to kind of go with that stress is just like enjoy life, you know? I don't want my life consumed around dieting and eating and working out, so it's not. I have not counted calories or measured my food once since back in like May 2017 when I was still doing that crazy calorie counting, yo-yoing of going gain, lose. I know the majority of what I am eating is healthy, whole foods. Yeah, I'll go out for cheap meals, I'll have some vegan ice cream, I will have a really big dinner. I don't care, that's okay in moderation. Everything's fine in moderation. So I know when I'm eating good that I don't have to worry. I eat however much I want. Plus, you know, vegan food is lower calorie anyways. So I'm eating large portions that are so satisfying. And when I'm full, and that's when I'll stop eating. If I'm hungry, I'll eat. For working out, do workouts that you love. Now, it's true, you can lose weight without working out, but I think it's just an added plus. You're toning, you're getting like muscle, you're really shaping your body to how, you know, how you want it to be. You're not just kind of losing weight and getting that skinny fat look. Do what you love. Like I said, nothing against running, but it's just not for me. I love weightlifting, I love hiking, and my final tip is just to take it slow. Like I said, I was not an overnight vegan. I had dairy just a few months ago. You know, I slowly cut it out. If you can't even slowly cut out meat, that's fine. And I think my biggest tip within that is don't think of, oh, I can't have meat, I can't have dairy, like I'm just stuck with vegetables. That's why I didn't make the switch for so long, because I was just like, oh, am I just supposed to eat like tofu and broccoli? Not at all. I have ate so much new food that I would have never tried before. I'm adding so much more into my diet. I've been adding like chickpeas and tahini and like all these crazy vegetables, bok choy, things I never ever ate. I've learned to love to cook. I'm having so much fun with everything I'm doing. So think of what you're adding, what you're gaining, and not what you're taking away. And then if you're planning to really go vegan or plant-based, it can't just be a diet. It's not a fad diet. You know, I've every day since that July day when I made the switch, I have watched a documentary, watched a YouTube video, read an article, read scientific facts about it. I'm educating myself on it daily. It's for the animals. I know I'm making an impact on the environment and not killing, and just making me feel so good. It's not just to have better health and be thin. And then my final note is, even if you don't want to go vegan and you just want to try to eat healthier, it's just please stay away from fad diets. Sure, fad diets will make you lose that weight very fast, but then if you go back to eating your old way, you usually gain it back all very quickly, or even more than before. And I think that's just really bad mentally, because you see yourself get smaller, you're buying new clothes maybe, and then you gain it all back, and it's just it's not sustainable. You need to do something that's sustainable, which is why I said take it slow. Make slow changes throughout. You're making changes for your life forever, for your health. So yeah, I'm 135 now. I'd love to just like keep making a series about this. I'm gonna make videos about what I'm eating still, different recipes, maybe my workouts, self-love, things like that. Like I said, I guess for my height, I can technically get down to like 108 pounds. That's not a goal of mine, especially since I'm loving lifting weights. I know I have muscle, so that's not where I want to be. But if I lose any more, I definitely kind of want to track that. But I'm happy at 135, and I'm never going to go back to like a standard American diet. This is making me so happy. I feel so good. But thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more updates, please subscribe down below and give this video a like or a share too. Bye guys.